Okay. Should be live. Hello. Hello. Yeah, okay. Yeah, master, what's up? Yeah, but boarding playing queen down, okay, man. I guess it's fine. It's cool. Probably will get flagged, yeah. Probably. Actually, I went on time. I don't know what he wants. Whatever he wants, he's not getting it. This is no chess. This is parody on chess. This is freaking parody on chess. This is a freaking parody. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't know, it doesn't matter. The report button is there, you can use it. Whatever the case. The endgame was a little bit too accurate. I feel like the way he played in the middle game, the way he played in the endgame, two different people played. That's pretty much it. Is it where I blunder the bishop? Nice trap. Nice trap. Nice trap. Engine moves. Engine moves. Too much engine crap. come on, cheap. Rook d1. Oh, fuck you, man. He's playing rook d1 to... Okay, I'm not playing this. Instead of resigning, plays rook d1, plays for the trick. Okay. See, that's why I don't usually pre-move, because of this shit like this. Because you can run into stuff like this. Yeah, people can think it's funny, but it's not funny at all. It's like so much disrespect to chess. Knight 95 should have been played, of course. B8. Why didn't play B7? Just B7, yeah? No time to think, unfortunately. This is pure instinct. It's pure instinct. Pure instinct. My bishop kind of sucks, yeah? My bishop sucks. Yeah, that's true. Oh, this does not look good. Just pawn down, yeah? Just fucking pawn down. Oh, queen c3. Okay, never mind. Just completely blundered everything. I not only have to win, I also give them mate before my time runs out, yeah? That's the problem. That is the biggest problem. I have to mate them before my timer runs out. Crazy. E4, maybe. D5, fine. Queen g5 looks okay. Huh. This is pretty crazy line. Okay, I blundered. Ah. Man. Some crazy defense, yeah? By National Master. I should report this guy actually, but okay, fine. It was too much fun. I mean, again, the way he blundered everything and then he started playing perfect defense doesn't correlate. Just castle. The whole extra rook, man. It's too much. Don't you think that's too much? Trying to play for a mate, man. Isn't always a great idea. Okay, let's not blunder mate. And an 85 something. Yeah, rook on g6 is very strong, yeah? Obviously that rook is very strong, but now I have to find a way not to blunder stuff. Okay. pair of bishops was too strong for him. Спасибо, Снушка, man. Everyone and their mother is playing bishop d6. How is this possible? I mean, knight b5, knight d5, yeah, rook here, like, what the hell? Like, what the heck, man? Thank you for your donation. That was a blunder, yeah? Fuck. That was a blunder. Yeah, at the end it's not chess. At the end it's just blunders in one move. That's what it is. Blunders in one move. Queen e2 is pretty much winning immediately. This is winning too. This winning too. Nej, Zugzwang. Nej, Zugzwang. Look. Or it's possible. I don't know. Probably not possible. There's some kind of strange chess. Blunders mate in 1. Okay. Blunders mate in 1. Okay, we lost this one. Yeah, so Slav doesn't really work in these events, yeah? Slav doesn't really work. Okay. You gotta be ultra aggressive here. Very, very aggressive. It's the only way to play in these events. My knight on a5 kind of stinks. Yeah. Resigns. Unusual. Usually they play until the end. Alright, what did I miss here? Okay. Previously reported. Keep the bishop. Could have given him mate on 2, yeah, d7, d8 queen, but okay. Such a nice position you don't get every day. Such a nice position you don't get every day. Why was gifted this? Why was I gifted this whole piece? Yeah, pre-moving, especially if you try to pre-move Grandmaster moves, it's not simple. It's not simple. Okay, bishop f4. C6. Looks fine. Looks like extra pawn. To me. Extra knights. Okay. All right. Transposition. How does Mystic Recore play here? Just take it, I guess. 5 or something. 5 looks good. Pretty obvious. Okay. That's how you beat Grandmasters. Or maybe you don't, you know. Maybe you don't beat them. Who knows? Ah, that was terrible move actually. King h2 was terrible move. You know what, let's just freaking take it. Ah, time. Okay. I was like wondering what's going on. Forgot about the time again. Oh my god. Yeah, but here you can take. Don't have to worry about stuff. Ah. Oh, come on. Mouse fucking sleep. Ah. My god. Oof. My hand. Alright, 48 minutes left. Yeah, this is not my best form of chess, okay? So keep that in mind. Bishop takes b8 was pretty strong. Looked pretty strong to me. Alright, blundered the whole pawn. Okay. I blundered the whole pawn. It's terrible. This guy's pretty fast also. It is a draw. Alright, we're playing the dragon. We're playing the dragon. So the only question, what kind of dragon is this? Is the one that kills us in a couple of moves, or what kind of dragon is this? I can take this pawn actually. pretty likely I can take this pawn. But I think I don't have time. The only thing is I don't have time. And there is always the flag. There's always the flag. Probably draw. Unless he tries to play for a win really hard. Extra queen is nice. Number 31. So the goal is to get number 20 today. Is it doable? I don't know. Have a bunch of stuff. Ha! Ha! We got your queen. We got your queen, man. Okay, let's not blunder. Check on c6. Chess child. Yeah, this g5 is in the spirit of the I don't know, just playing something. Playing something without any clear idea what exactly I'm playing. Looks super killing though. Okay, we can have bishop there, doesn't matter. I don't know, let's take it. Мистер Котофейка. Okay. We're almost to top 30. He played it like this. Okay, grab the pawn. Hit the bishop. Have to train all these kids. Okay, time loss is fine. Position wise it was equal, time loss, I don't care. The important thing, b4. The important thing, my position was good. Was good. Close the bishop. Whoops. I need to save my king. From Mr. Vova Chess. Got away. That guy got away. I don't want to do that, but I don't think I have a choice. I don't think I have a choice. Right. Playing dead lost positions. Flagging is the only way you can survive, I understand. That is the only way you can survive. Should not actually have given him that pawn. He's got too much time. This guy's got too much time. Yep, Bullet is not my game. I'm just gonna focus and play chess, you know what? Because that's what I do best. Just focus and play chess. Attack! No. Fine. Okay. Number 20, yes. Number 20. Not bad. In Bullet, guys. In Bullets. Yeah, total destruction, yes. Okay. Yes, I don't always blunder stuff, yeah? I do not always blunder stuff. Probably not that great, but it's still okay. Extra bishop, okay. Okay, that works. lost that pawn. And there is mate in 1. Alright, good job. Good job. Blundering the queen on h6 was the highlight of my highlight of my play, yeah? Yeah. What's Gata made of? No, that game does not see what Gata is made of. 20 years of playing chess, that's what is Gata made of. Not this frigging bullet game. Alright. What is that check? I don't know. A demonstration. Somebody's abilities, I guess. Okay, b5 is fine. Too slow. Castle. D4 something. Almost. Almost. That probably was very humiliating, yeah? To win with one pawn left. But it's a win, I guess. But it was satisfying game. It was a satisfying game. So I'm not complaining. I was chasing all his pieces all over the board. Was pretty much winning at some point, but okay, it's fine. All right, why am I playing? All right, total opination. All right, Queen D6. I got too many pieces. Actually, knight takes. Knight is very strong here. Oh, come on, mate on 3. I don't know, you guys are happy winning these games on time when you're completely lost? Playing queens down, rooks down? Is that what you really want? Like how you play chess? Okay. I don't mind. If I have to suffer, I'm happy to suffer like that. Losses like this are like winning the game, man. That's what it is. Losses like this are like winning the game. You should have taken that knight and given up the rook. Pawn h5 is very important, man. Absolutely critically important. Critically important pawn. So let's try to play like this, huh? Bishops are very strong there. Okay, should be mate somewhere. I don't see a mate though. Where is the mate? It's actually not a good play. Yeah. Playing dead most positions. Because you click faster. Sounds good. Faster clicking. And pre-moves. You know, guys, if there were no pre-moves, I wonder how fast these guys would be playing. You know, the pre-moves are the big part of this thing. I never use pre-moves pretty much. Pretty much never used the pre-moves. That's the guy. But now he was very suspicious. Now he was suspicious. See? A lot of engine moves. So No, this guy was cheating pretty much. So see, compared to the previous game where he blundered everything, he didn't really know how to play. This game he played perfect chess. A lot of ancient moves. Now you get the report. Because you're cheating, man. It's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious that you're cheating. I don't know about you guys, but to me it's pretty bloody obvious. Yeah, but there is no threats, as far as I know. As far as I know, there is no threats. Okay. Another strong suspect. Another very strong suspect. Alright, you guys are getting all reported. It's pretty obvious you're cheating. Pretty obvious dynamic attack, positional sacrifice of the piece, really? And then very quiet moves. You think I was born yesterday to see this shit? My god. The brazen cheating that occurring here is very nauseous. Just so much brazen cheating. Too much cheating. Okay, knight f3 was wrong. Alright, fine, just castle, I guess. Oh my god. Yeah. Playing cheaters and then you lose normally. Yeah, that kind of stinks. First you lose to cheaters and then you blunder the piece. And that's why I have no streak. 0 streak. Bishop takes c2, it's just winning, yeah. Bishop takes c2 was just winning completely. Alright, he started cheating actually. This guy started cheating. Okay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, at the end people usually start cheating. That's what happens. Pretty much. Okay, now position number 22. Yeah, at the end they start cheating to get better scores. Yeah, a lot of cheaters, unfortunately. Unfortunately, but they will all get investigated. I believe on chess.com. I believe that they will at least investigate these reports, because some of them are pretty blatantly cheating, pretty obvious. See, I almost beat Naka, and then I lost to some guys who do a positional piece sacrifice, which is followed by great attacking moves, really, and this guy is not even a grandmaster. Come on, give me a break. Titled Arena on League Chess, also Bullet. I think I need the permission to stream that. I also don't really care about bullets. Yes, but you know, I played this guy before in this very event, right? And the guy like barely knew how to play chess, okay? I just outplayed him everywhere. But now suddenly he started playing perfect games, okay? Like not the last game. The last game he gave me a lot of things in the at first, yeah. But then the end game he starts playing like really well. So, but the game before that was very suspicious, very suspicious. Anyway, all right, let's do the quick recap. 1 second. Let's do the quick recap of the events. So I don't think I did these guys tiebreak, so let's do that. Yeah, this was incredible match. This is actually all theory, so I wonder where this theory stops. Apparently it goes very far. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is all theory. Yeah, this is just draw, yeah. So that's this. Then they have another draw. They don't have many draws between each other. Usually it's a big fight. Yeah, knight h4 is very interesting. Just chasing this bishop, yeah. And queen b3, apparently main computer line. And e4. Yeah, but bishop g7, this is really well known from Grunfeld. Peter Svidler used to play this Grunfeld line where you sack the pawn, and after bishop g4 it's just completely equal. I would not be surprised if this is also not theoretically analyzed, because black has obvious compensation for a pawn. So now we get to the fun part, yeah? Now we get a lot of result positions. Yeah, this you don't really play. However, in this game, white has actually achieved an advantage. Yeah, bishop h4, this was a loss of tempo. f4, apparently the best move, still not bad. And this is bad, yeah? Because white is better in the development. It's better in everything. Yeah, even this, knight f3. Yeah, extra pawn looks completely winning. Okay, not completely, but it looks absolutely... Now it looks winning. Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, very nice chess, rook d2, correct. This, yeah, just hit this pawn, take this pawn. Yeah, rook protects the mate, looks very strong. Rook d3 is also okay. Queen d3, fine. Very strong. Rook c2, finally he gets this pawn. Yeah, I mean, how can you lose this? Yeah? How can you lose this with white? This is mind-boggling. Except that the queen c4 is probably not the right way to play this, yeah. So, queen c6 with the idea of a7 and a8. But with 1 minute on the clock, not simple, yeah. Queen c6, probably was afraid of rook b8. But then you check, 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 and a7. And it queens. Yeah, so white has far past pawn activity here. Pinned king. He plays queen c4, now black is better. Why? Because this pawn is gone. This amazing pawn is gone because h3 and h2. Okay, it's time to make a draw. Why would you bring the king closer to the pawn? This is unclear to me. And this is just losing another pawn. After g5, you're losing this pawn with check. And this pawn protects it. Yeah, so this was kind of crazy game by Regasi. I thought he was playing much better blitz than what he did here. He just blundered everything. He just blundered absolutely everything. But he came back in this game. He came back and bishop b4, apparently very strong. Yeah, queen c2 is very strange. I don't understand. The normal procedure is just to pin this knight, yeah? That, I don't understand why queen c2, but okay. Black's fine. b4, black is better, yeah? So rook b1 first. Because you cannot take this pawn, yeah? You take on c4, queen c6, rook c8, and then you take the rook. And if you cannot take this pawn, it's just game over. Yeah, game over. Everything is hanging. Extra pawn, easily protected. This pawn's coming. Weaknesses completely lost. Yeah, it's a very strange game. Then we have another amazing game. Pretty much theory, but it seems that white was not familiar because he is lost after 12 moves. Okay, white is lost after 12 moves because your bishop is open, your knight hits this guy, black is coming to attack, it's just white is lost. Okay, yeah, h5 you can play immediately, but okay. Again, h5, but yeah, I mean, h4, if you have to play moves like h4, underdeveloped, everything develops, king is naked. Completely lost. completely lost. Yes, this was kind of weird game. Alright, but he came back and one was black again. So a lot of wins was black. And black is better. Black is better. Now the structure again. Double pawns. King is safe. This king is not really that safe. Queen f6, rook h5 looks correct. Yeah, if c6 then just c4, yeah? Yeah, so white managed to outplay black, but black finds knight e4. This. And rook h1 was supposedly protecting the bishop, moving the king here, better choice, but yeah, I can't blame him. Queen a6 looks wrong, but in the blitz game looks fine, because knight f6, yeah? Yeah, and this is just blunder in one move. Yeah, take on h7, check, take on h7, some chances. This is just blundering in one move. Terrible. Terrible, but, you know, and that's it. And we have Armageddon. Not the Armageddon, but they play until the first win. And the first win, with the Nakamura system of b3, goes to Pragnet. Versus the London system. Black plays London system. That's how I play black against b3, okay? It's like, it's not really London, it's like Reti, yeah? London is actually Reti reversed. So black has advantage here, and I was shocked, you know, he went really fast, yeah? Rook d8, d4, b6, block this bishop, a4, black has advantage, okay? Rook d8 first. After 95, what do you do with this pawn? White, if white just takes this pawn, it's free pawn. It's just free pawn, man. And this is also incorrect, yeah? Don't have to rush to grab these double pawns. First, protect your center. Your center is critical. Without center, you know, black has worse position actually. Bishop is not that great. You need to prepare this. And that's it, because he can take the pawn. I think he can take this pawn, yeah. He can take this pawn and queen p5 and extra pawn for white. And he takes this pawn. This is central pawn. I don't care if you have to give your bishop, because if this bishop was on this diagonal, okay, you have compensation. But the bishop on h7, the central pawn is critical. It's just critical pawn. Maybe he was hoping to make a draw, but with the bishop on h7, I really doubt it. Bishop on h7 is like so bad. So white has extra pawn, white has queen and knight, attack versus weak pawns. Black is just much worse. Yes, at some point they went into this, yeah, and now white is just completely winning. This is very nice move. Prevents the attack on the second rank, and white can now just hit this guy. And again, look at this bishop, yeah? Bishop is dead. Bishop is absolutely dead. Mating threats, yep. E4 and 2 extra pawns. 2 extra pawns is enough. This is kind of a very strange technique, but it works, yeah. 2 extra pawns. Yeah. Even 1 pawn wins here, but 2 extra pawns is too much. Alright, so that was this match. Pretty fun, yeah. Pretty fun match. And today we have the first game. Yeah. Okay. All right, what are people talking about? All right, so let's do the quick game today. And after the recap, I'll go on Lichess, maybe play some Bullet. But I cannot stream it. In order to stream it, I need to get on, I need to unearth my Discord and go ask on Discord if I can stream it, but I don't want to do it. Besides, again, Bullet is not really my game. All right, E6, critical line. B3, yes, this is actually a very important line. So this game is very important for theory. D6, I think, has to be played, or there is F6 here. I don't remember. So E5, and the thing is, Abasov already played this line in this tournament, so Magnus knew what to prepare for. So takes on E5, F6. Yeah, this is kind of amazing to me. White just gives this central pawn and allows black to cement this pawn. And yet, white is better without this pawn. This is amazing to me. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, so the knight can go to, okay, so the knight can go to F5, but I was kind of thinking that knight belongs on G6 in these positions, but it's quite possible knight can go to F5, D4, and you also, I think, need to put this on the bishop on H5 ASAP, okay? White is very likely to go after this pawn, but it's double pawn, I don't care. And if you take this pawn, you just return your pawn, but at the same time, you free the bishop potentially, yeah? So this pawn center is very strong. Yeah, so I don't understand why black has such problems, but rook g1, yeah, rook g1 is a clear preparation move, yeah? It makes a lot of sense because you're preventing bishop h5 because you're playing g4. So white's whole plan is you're playing versus this bishop. So my question is also, like, why can't just black play c4 here and just c5, yeah? Well, okay, yeah, knight f7 first, and then you play c5 and bishop e7 and just open the bishop, yeah? If white can sack the pawn, why can't black sack it back, yeah? I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, the computer says it's not good, but the evaluation is not that bad. But okay, let's be materialistic. What did he play? He plays bishop a6. I really don't like this move. Yeah, this bishop does not belong here at all. Yeah, that's a terrible place for the bishop. But, okay. Queen e2, bishop e7. Choose black develops, yeah. Queen to a5 prevents the long castle. The white castle is long side. Obvious advantage white. But if you play a4, potentially c4 comes into play. So yeah, that's why Magnus plays c4. He tries to prevent c4. And it makes sense, right? He's playing against this bishop. You see, this bishop is not doing anything. Yeah, and then you want a castle, so the only question to me, how is white planning actually to win this game? Yeah, so you first close this bishop, second probably knight e4, queen e3, and hit this pawn, yeah? Because if you manage to take this pawn and keep this bishop closed, then white has advantage, yeah, for sure. So g5. First line, reasonable move. Prevents g5 also, opening the file for the rook, because knight here then kind of sad. So g5 looks good, makes this kind of says that the rook on g1 is misplaced, yeah? So h4, h6, rook h1, castles, castles. You don't care about this pawn because the a file looks pretty sad. but I just want to confirm this. I mean, I like grabbing pawns, okay? I like grabbing pawns, and I don't see how white can immediately win this. But at the same time, yeah, potentially also have this doubling of the rooks here, yeah? And suddenly you switch the game over here. Yeah, it's extremely annoying. Yeah, so queen c7 looks reasonable, yeah? But you need to get this bishop back somehow. 94. Take on h4 is first line, but yeah, but okay. No buts, yeah? Bishop a3, king b2, queen e3, and taking c5 is a huge threat. Huge strategic threat, so black has to do something. Takes on h4, rook g8, tries to present f3, potentially knight to g5, trade this guy. Yeah, f4. Now this move is the super grandmaster move. Yeah, this is a super grandmaster move. You're just breaking down this pawn chain, breaking it down. Yeah, how do you play here? Probably critical position. Yeah, I would still consider playing king b8 and get the bishop back. So after e5 you get the bishop here, but f4 is playable, yeah? So yeah, black just gave away this pawn, but in exchange you can grab this guy. Yeah, you can take it immediately, but probably doesn't matter, yeah? Rook g4. So we're right to this position. Very interesting. This is kind of weak, but black has a bunch of weaknesses. Double pawns, king is not safe, and we have opposite colored bishops. If the king is on a1, it's winning position for white. With the king on c1, black has sometimes threats. Again, bishop f5, some checks, rook e6, queen f4, and this knight has to protect the square from the bishop. At the same time, this knight is also very passive, but he protects the pawn and he protects this square from the bishop. So the knights are doing guard duty. Yeah. It's also probably important to mention that if we go into the opposite color bishop endgame, and white can even take this pawn, it's still a draw, because the pawns are placed perfectly, and it's just draw. So rook e6, logical. 95, black wants to improve the knight. Also looks logical. King c2, white slowly relinquishes his advantage. And apparently rook g3, there was nothing wrong with rook g3 hitting this guy. Apparently there was nothing wrong. But there were a lot of tactics. I kind of like king b7 actually. No checks, right? Rook e3 looks correct. Protecting the pawn, preparing for the doubling. Yeah, I'm thinking, you know, just knight g6. Again, trade the knights, trade the rooks, and go into put the bishop on f5, and I think it's just draw. But it's unpleasant, yeah. So queen e7 is actually a very aggressive move. Very aggressive, with the idea of rook g2, by the way. Rook h5, okay. Queen f7. Yeah, now this is a very interesting position. Yeah, and then suddenly we see Magnus blunder, yeah? Yeah, I suspect king b2. He would normally play king b2 and to hide the king on a3, but I think he completely missed queen f1, yeah? Because suddenly after queen f1, the idea of rook g6, rook g2 is very strong. Very strong. And you cannot take this pawn because takes, check, and queen e5. I'm pretty sure a lot of commentators pounced on this idea. And probably queen d2 is the only move. Again, rook g6, you have to play this. But it's bad, yeah? Very bad. Considering the bishop is coming into the play. And again, opposite color bishops, yeah? Yeah, so if Abasov plays queen f1, he can actually win the game with black. Yeah, it's amazing how many times Magnus in this tournament was actually in danger, yeah? First, Vincent Keimer missed knight takes e4 in a classical game, could eliminate him. Then some other guys, yeah? And now this queen f1, amazing. Yeah, but after this, bishop f4 is actually... Yeah, again, I'm surprised queen g7 is not played with idea rook g2. Very, very surprised, to be honest. Yeah, I think queen g7 is just very normal. And you want to play queen a1. Yeah, this is very strange that he didn't play it. and also this threat. And now just queen a1, yeah? And you go after this pawn. And just draw. This is pretty much a draw. Yeah, you can play queen e5, but this endgame is definitely a draw. Rook f3, bishop f5, opposite color bishops. Yeah, so rook f6 is kind of illogical because here the rook threatens to go to g2, which cannot be covered by this bishop. But the f2 square can be covered by the bishop. Yeah, he wanted to play this, but just takes the pawn. King c3, fine. And now black king is actually going to be in danger because this bishop is active and pieces are coming. Everything is coming. Advantage white. And king is very safe here, thanks to this bishop. So black missed his chance. Yeah, and yeah, Abasov is trying to control this rook, I guess, but nice shot. Queen g1 check. Double attack. Apparently this is actually not correct because of queen g7 check. This is also move number 40. Oh, so Abasov had to make a time control move and he did the wrong check. Because he did, yeah, this is very hard to see. Why this is better than queen f6. Yeah, this is very hard to see. Why is this so good? Because you hit the rook and queen cannot go to g1 and you're threatening queen c1. And also rook e2, by the way, yeah? Rook e2. Yeah, so Abasov made critical mistake right at the time control, and now the king is safe. White has two extra pawns, and c5 and just resigns him. Pity, because first black misses a win, and then he misses a chance to equalize, yeah? Yeah, that's what usually happens. First you miss the win and then you miss the equal. Yeah, again, it reminds me of my Topalov game in the 7th game of the match, Challengers match in 2009. I had a win, I missed the win, I blundered it, and then I had a miracle draw and I blundered it, yeah? Yeah, it was amazing. Alright. Well, Abasov plays white tomorrow, so he has some theoretical chance. And then we had this standard Corona game, but Prag did excellent job defending, and that actually shows how much, you know, Prag has grown, yeah? He can hold this position against Fabi. Not many people in the world can do that. Fabi is a monster in technical positions. I mean, his technique is almost as good as Magnus. It would be fair to say not as good as incorrect. I would say his technique is on par. on par with Magnus. Yeah. You just didn't see Queen F1? Yeah. Is Kasparov 2700 player nowadays? Do you really care about nowadays Kasparov play strength when he is not active player? I think we should be more interested in Gary playing his best chess in his time of career. I mean, whenever I hear Kasparov's name, I immediately get those images of him playing Karpov for the World Chess Championship matches, which I think were probably the highlight of his career. Those matches were monstrous battles with Karpov, probably at his best also. Yeah, they played amazing best chess, best defense, offense, tactics, strategy, everything. Yeah, but first Gary got a very good lesson surviving 48 games in the first match versus Karpov. You know, I think that if anybody played 48 classical games versus Karpov, you can bet anything that guy would learn so much from that. Yeah, because he was losing 5-0, okay? 5-0. My God. 48 games. Today matches for the World Chess Championship are 14 games. That was even 12 games long match. Okay, 12 games long match. I think it was between Magnus and Fabiano. And compared to the 48 games between Kasparov and Karpov. Okay, if they played in modern conditions, Karpov would have been, a winner a long time ago. Yeah, but he had to. After 32 games, he was 5-0. 32 games. Okay, that should tell you how strong Karpov was. So that was always a point of debate. Who benefited from Campomanes stopping this match? Yeah, that was a big debate. That debate is never leaving. It will always stay there. Yeah, so the question to me here is, why can't you just take this? Because apparently after d5, black survives because the queen joins the defense. So that's why knight c6. But he also had to calculate queen a6, right? Because with bishop c5, you just pawn down. So you had to calculate this. And what is this position? And c5, yeah. Trying to keep this queen away from this pawn. Yeah, this is very interesting, but I think this should be insufficient. Yeah, because queen a5. And there is also queen d8 coming, knight e7, counterattack here. Then queen c3. Yeah, this looks winning for white. So I don't know, queen a6 looks very logical, yeah? Very logical. Bishop b6, and if you take now here, then again d5. Because knight here is not that great, yeah? Because if you control both squares, the knight is not that great. Take, and you take this pawn. So probably bishop b6 was the play. However, white has another intermediate move, knight c6 now, yeah? Another intermediate move, and then we have a5 and cd4. And as you can see, this is actually advantage white. This is actually advantage white. So I was a little bit surprised that Fabi played this relatively quickly, yeah? He has more time on the clock. He has 42 minutes versus 20 minutes for Prague. All right, 1 second, let me close the window. Yeah, usually Fabiano is like very, very accurate. Yeah, very accurate. So there are three moves: cd4, knight c6, and queen a6. So all you have to do is calculate them all, because obviously white has advantage. Yeah, obviously weaknesses. Knight jumps here. So you have to calculate it. And Fabi took only 3 minutes to play this move. Yes, I'm very surprised he didn't play queen a6 here. But okay, knight c6 because knight c5. And you force white to take on d4. Although the computer says queen f1 is very interesting. With the idea of rook here, then you take here and it's advantage, obviously. Yeah, because queen e6 is coming. So you have to sack something. So knight a7 does not look right. Okay. And suddenly this, and this pawn is very strong. Yeah. Okay. So take here. a5. Logical. Queen d5. This knight on c6 is awesome, but black has some good chances, yeah? Okay. Queen d3 or knight g6. Yeah, knight g6 is very interesting because this pawn structure favors white, yeah? In case of e5, also potential weakness. But you do open the f file for black. Yeah, it's very, very interesting. Probably, yes, I think computer evaluation is correct. White is a little bit better, but especially after h4, if you prevent g5. So the question is, why don't we play g5 in the first place? And the response is e5. And if you get the knight to e5, it's clear advantage white because the king is not safe, but queen b5, yeah, and g4. So, yeah, very interesting. But if you take here, takes g3, playing for a small advantage. Yeah, this move actually tells me that Fabi is okay with a draw. Yeah, because to play for a win, you have to play something like e5, king g8, queen c4. And try to get this knight to hit something. Knight d4, just playing for minuscule advantage. Yeah, king g8 here. Rook a7. Black just stands, yeah. Yeah, but white slowly gets a better position. And this is incorrect. Queen d4 will be 7 apparently, and then the queen rook endgame was a little bit better, but still a draw. c6, because this pawn is hanging with the check, you have c6, but g6 can't be that bad, especially after queen a8, yeah. And this is just draw. Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't play king e3 and force a little bit more accuracy from black. Because see, it's not clear, yeah? Because king blocks this pawn, you take this pawn, for sure. But after e6, the threat is e7. This does not look good for black. Yeah, this does not look good for black because this is weak pawn. Black has to play king g7. You put the pawn here, and then your king runs and grabs both of these pawns because king must stay here to prevent from rook h8. So this is actually probably winning. h6, king e5, f4 here. Not easy. easy, but check, king b1. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking white just wants to, you know, play the f pawn, push these guys. Should be winning. Because you have to keep the rook on the a file, yeah? Yeah, white just pushed these pawns. Because every time you want to bring your king, there's check. There's check and these pawns just roll. Yeah, it is winning. Yeah, so again, I'm surprised that Fabi, yeah, he's getting a little bit older, yeah? He's missing stuff. He's starting to miss stuff. Yeah, after king e3, advantage white. Very, very serious advantage. But after this, it's just draw. Yeah, I suspect that he thought that, you know, it's a draw anyway, yeah? That's why he just played it carelessly, but yeah, the rook end games are very, very tricky. Very tricky. I'm pretty sure he missed this move. Pretty sure he missed this move. Very important move, because if you take on a6 here, this is also actually not very clear. Not very clear. Especially this position. Yeah, there is like huge analysis by Dvoretsky here. Yeah, he studies all this. The pawn on g3 is actually really well placed. Prevents these guys. Check. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so probably this is a draw, okay? So, yeah, but if you play e6 first, then it's not a draw. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. And if you play this, take. Yeah, it's the same thing, right? It's the same thing. It's just win. So Fabi missed the win actually. In this rook endgame, he missed the win. Yeah, amazing. He missed the win actually. Wow. Yeah, so this rook endgame is very close to winning. Okay. Wait, what does computer say actually? Why? How is it equal? King g7, king d4. Oh, it's not equal, yeah? Yeah, but that's how we get to this position. And if we play e6 here, what is the difference? Seven, king c2. You have g5 and rook f7, yes. Take, rook b6. Yeah, but rook b2, no? Yeah, it's probably a draw. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this rook endgame is very, very strange. Okay, so maybe it was not winning, but black had to play very accurately. King c3, here, rook e5, king c4. Oh, f4. Rook e2. Rook d2, and now this is winning, yeah. This is winning because you don't have time to pick up this pawn. You don't have time to pick up that pawn. a7. King e4. Yeah, but if you play king e4, then king goes here, yeah? Yeah, so very tough. Okay. Who have more chances in the finals against Magnus? Probably Fabi still. Yes, Karpov should be in top 3, I believe that, yeah. Karpov said he would have been stronger if he had the chance to play Fischer in 75. That is correct. Karpov won a hell of a lot of tournaments when he became world champion because he felt this pressure. He needed to prove that he's the best. And he actually proved that he was the best. Yeah, he won like because Gary, after he became the world champion, he had to prove that he was the best, and he had to win more tournaments than Karpov. Yeah, it was amazing. You know, every time in that age, right? You had champions who actually believed they have to prove that they're the best and they have to win everything. Unfortunately, then we got an era where we had champs like, Kramnik and then Anand, who didn't really care about winning the tournaments, but they cared about winning the matches, yeah. Because they believed in you don't have to prove that you're the best by winning everything. You just have to prove that you're the best by winning the matches, yeah, and the World Chess Championship matches. Yeah, it's a completely different thinking. Yeah. But then we had Magnus, who was winning everything again. Yeah, so you can see the difference in the champions level. Yeah, you can see that. All right. So in the end, they just agreed on a draw. Yeah, they played it, but yeah, this is just draw. Okay. So Fabi didn't actually try. Yeah. Normally you like sort of dance around, but he didn't even try. He just agreed on the draw. All right, so that was the recap of the. Oh my God, there's very few games left. I like that. Very short recaps. So that was the recap of this. Tomorrow we're gonna see Abasov try to beat Magnus with white. You guys probably don't realize, but Abasov has right now, like as Azerbaijan player, he probably now has the best possible preparation team possible in the world. Okay, there's so many resources put into him right now. Besides, there's now going to be a big fight. I made a post on Twitter about, if Magnus not playing, then all his previous opponents should get a chance to play, not just Abasov. Okay, but I would say there's going to be big political fighting because the Azeri guys, they wouldn't want to have that match. They want to have Abasov straight into the candidates, and I think that's not exactly fair to Keimer and to Tari and to other guys. Okay, I think they should all have a chance to play for the spot, but I think politics will win and Abasov will get into the candidates and the other guys will get some sort of compensation probably, but they will not get the chance to fight for the candidate spot. People are telling me there are other ways to qualify for the candidates, like the Grand Swiss, but you're forgetting that the Grand Swiss is only open to the top 100 players in the world. Yes, some other players. And besides, it's not the point. The point is, this is one of those chances to qualify. And some guys like Magnus and Nepo, they already qualified, so they had no place to play in this event. Yeah. On the other hand, Magnus already had a chance many times to win the World Cup. He played the World Cup since he was a kid. I beat him twice in the World Cup. I beat him in 2005 match. He was just 12-year-old kid. Then I beat him in 2007 match when he was already much stronger. He was 14 and was very strong. And then he played another time. He got killed after he became the world champion. He got killed by Buxianji. And then he played another time. He got killed by Dudu or something. I don't remember. So he actually, this is his 5th time, So it's not like he didn't have chances to win this event. He had chances to win this event, but now he's playing it, and he's screwing other people's chances to qualify for the candidates. And the analogy would be this. I think in my mind this analogy is perfect because if there are like 5 people owing money, like, you know, big banks, right? Owing money to the creditor. You don't just owe your money to the very last creditor, okay? You're supposed to pay money to everybody, yeah? So I think that's probably the best analogy in this case. Because if you only pay the money that you owe only to the biggest creditor and you just sort of say, hey, I don't pay it to anybody else, that's like, you know, pretty much what this is. All right. Yeah. Yeah, Abasov played very strong, but he almost got him. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, he had very strong tournament. But I can say also about the Keimer, same thing, right? Keimer won the first game, classical game, and he could have won this. Not the one here. He could have gotten a huge advantage in the second game, and just knocked Magnus out. You know. What does it say? That, you know, I think that says that Keimer also belongs in the finals, and then the Gukish also. Yeah, I have serious doubts in this Abasov guy. You know, is stronger than Keimer or is stronger than Gukish. You know, it's just a matter of luck. What is your pairing tree? It's easily it easily could have been Magnus if Magnus played in the other pairing tree, right? And he would knock out other guys, and these guys would qualify to the finals. It's just a matter of luck. I think that does not, this matter of luck does not belong in the World Chess Championship cycle, okay? Because World Chess Championship cycle is a procedure that has a fair determination of qualify for the World Chess Championship title. But when you have these elements of random luck, like where is Magnus, which pairing tree he's going to place that, and which people he's going to eliminate compared to the other guys who don't play Magnus and they just qualify, yeah. I think this element of random luck and is just completely out does not belong in the qualification process. World Cup is a qualifying tournament for the World Chess Championship cycle, and it's also a very democratic one because it allows all the players from the world to take part in those zonal events and get the chance to play for the World Chess Championship title. Everybody has a chance to compete for the title in this event. That is the difference if you qualify by rating, which is only top 10 in the world, or you go and play in the Grand Swiss, which is only top 100 in the world. So those people who are telling me this crappy argument that it's just World Cup and there are other ways to qualify, no, there isn't. For the player who is like, even like for the Abasov guy, yeah, or for the other guys, there is no other way. If you're 2500, there is no other way for you to qualify, okay? You're not in the top 100, you don't get to play in the Grand Swiss, and you don't get to be qualified by rating, okay? So World Cup is the only way for you to qualify, and if you meet Magnus Carlsen, you're basically screwed, okay? That's your only chance to qualify, and you got screwed because Magnus just wants to win the World Cup. He doesn't care about anybody else. He just wants to win this. Okay. Yeah, and all you have to do is just beat Magnus, which pretty much only very few people managed to do in the World Cup. And nobody beat Magnus in the World Chess Championship match. And the World Cup is the match format. So good luck beating Magnus in the match format. Because if he loses one game, we have seen how Keimer lost to him the second game. Yeah. Good luck. Yeah. Okay. But you don't understand. It makes zero sense for Magnus to play in the candidates because, again, that tournament is hellish, highest level event, round robin event. There is no guarantee, even for Magnus, to win this. Although my wife kind of disagrees, she tells me that she thinks Magnus will play candidates just to prove that he is the best. and then he has declined play the World Chess Championship match. Yeah, yeah. That there is such an entertaining idea, but unless he gets paid like, I don't know, like $5 million to play in the candidates, I really doubt it. Yeah, I think if he's gonna get an offer like, you know, $5-10 million to play in the candidates and finish the World Chess Championship cycle, I think he might do it. But anything below that is very unreasonable. It's just nuts. Yes, but Mr. Chess Pawn, you know, this world runs on money, right? So please tell me that if somebody pays him $5-10 million, he is not gonna play. Of course he's gonna play. Magnus will win in 20 moves tomorrow? No. But it's gonna be a fight for sure. It's gonna be a fight. Based on what I've seen so far, Abasov does have actually a chance to win. He does have a chance to win. It's actually not a small chance. But as you have seen, Magnus actually has a team helping him prepare for this event. Okay? So he takes this very, very seriously. Amazing, you know? He takes this event more seriously than the World Chess Championship match or the candidates. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, because he won the candidates before, yeah? So he doesn't care. He won the candidates, okay? He has that title. But he doesn't have this title. Yep, that World Cup title is worth screwing people over, I guess. Why is Fabi playing? Because he doesn't have a guaranteed candidate spot, maybe? What do you think? He didn't play the World Chess Championship match. It was not Nepo versus Dink, right? And he didn't win the Grand Swiss yet. So he doesn't have that spot, guaranteed. And the rating spot is also not guaranteed. Because maybe Nakamura has a chance to go by rating, okay? I don't know, the rating calculation is very complicated. Very, very complicated. There are like a bunch of people. It's not guaranteed, that's why he's playing. But, you know, Fabi, if he is pretty much guaranteed a spot for the World Cup now, yeah? Pretty much guaranteed. Because top 3 qualify, Magnus is out, so that means Kuran and Pragna already qualified, okay? Doesn't matter the result of their match, they both qualified for the candidates. Pretty much. It used to be only 2 people qualifying for the candidates. I think that makes more sense. Making it 3 spots just sounds so ridiculous. Why is it 3? Why is it not 4? Why is it not 2? It used to be only 2. Like, who came up with this 3 idea? Yeah, it's crazy. And the Grand Swiss only has 1 spot, which is also crazy. Wait, what is the system for the World Chess Championship cycle? I have no idea. All right, let's do the search. Chess World Chess Championship cycle regulations. Yeah, probably somewhere in FIDE. Okay. It's played in next year Toronto in the candidates. Qualification path. Okay. So, runner-up, Nepo is playing. 3 spots. If any of these players already qualified for the candidates tournament or defeat the World Chess Champion at the moment of the beginning of World Cup via another qualification path, the qualification spots shall be awarded in order of priority to the player who finished 4th in the place of World Cup according to the rating as in E. Okay, FIDE Grand Swiss Tournament actually has 2 spots. Okay, so that's 1, 3, 4, 6. If any of these qualify, then blah, 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 blah. Goes to the highest placed player in the final standings. Final standings, probably of the Grand Swiss event. One spot. High-level international tournaments. The player with the best results during 1 year in federated tournaments satisfying the below criteria who has not already qualified from path A, B, or C. The winner becomes a qualifier before determining qualifier by rating S and E. So, I actually don't like this because basically high-level international tournaments is just another hidden version of saying, top-rated player, because obviously, tournaments like Vaikanzea, all those high-rated tournaments, they're gonna have higher scores, and they will allow players who win these events, So basically, they have the highest rated player and highest rated player also. So now we have not just one spot going to the highest rated player, but also we have another spot pretty much going to the highest rated player. Okay? This is ridiculous, actually. This is ridiculous. The highest rated player is actually also pretty ridiculous. Which means all these guys have to do is exactly what they're doing anyway. They're playing in the high level top events. They get paid for it, a lot of money. They get to keep their rating because they don't play anywhere else. They just play each other. All the highest rated players play each other, okay? And they're doing it anyway, yeah? And they're getting also, a spot into the candidates by doing that. This is a very protected elite group. And this rating spot has nothing to do with the fair qualification process. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because these guys are just playing each other. And they now have an additional pathway to qualify for the candidates. So what this does is they're protecting highest level LO players. In case, guys like, I don't know, like Fabi, Wesley, Aronian, and other guys, high-rated people, if they don't qualify by the World Cup or they don't win the Grand Swiss, they get a chance to qualify by these paths. See, because it says in federated tournaments who has not already qualified, okay? So they're protecting high elo people like so badly. I don't understand why. It's like, it makes me really wonder how really fucking corrupted the FIDE, is, because this is nothing but a high-level protection of your favorite elo players, okay? This is what it is. This is just fucking protection at the highest level, okay? It's like, if you have a government which basically colludes with the high court, who makes all the laws to protect the government, and the government protects the court, and they protect each other, This is like mafia scene. It's starting to look like it's getting worse to me, okay? Things are getting much worse. What this is a fucking mafia structure, okay? It's a mafia. They protect the top players and they don't care about anybody else. Yeah, they make this World Cup for everybody else. That's the only pathway for everybody else. But the high-rated people, they get 2 spots. They get, because by playing all the top tournaments, they also get 2 spots from FIDE Grand Swiss tournament, which only is open to top 100 elo players, plus some invitation guys. They're being very kind to provide like 2 wildcards, maybe 3 wildcards to some people they deem like, whatever. So you have runner-up and you have 4 spots to Mafia people. So basically you have 5 spots and then you have very generous 3 spots from the World Cup. Okay, from that point of view of 3 spots now is very generous. Although ideally it should be none of this bullshit. It should be no rated spot and it should be no high level tournament spot, okay? This is ridiculous. If they make a tournament spot, then they should just probably have tournament like, a big open tournament where everybody is allowed to play. The top players, the low players, they're all allowed to play and should be at least like 13 rounds Swiss tournaments where everybody is allowed to play. Okay? And then you need to have like 3 or 4 tournaments like this And then you can pick the best player with the best result from these events, okay? Because then it would be fair. Then it would be fair because all the guys will have a chance to play. Starting from 2200 to 2700, you know, you'll have all these people. And guess what? You know, in this tournament, you know, high elo people, they will lose a whole bunch of rating points because there will be 2400 people, 2500 people, and 2600 level people who will be making draws and actually beating these 2700s. And again, that's the reason why they're not making this fair, okay? They're making it only high level international tournaments. They're protecting the high elo players. Yeah, okay? So what we have is 1 spot, 2 spots, 2 spots, 5 protected spots, and then we have 3 spots for the rest of the, you know, for the rest of the chess class. Yeah, we have elite chess class, and then we have pretty much average, you know, grandmaster class, and everybody else. So the elite class, they get 5 spots, and the mass and the averages, you know, they get 3 spots. From the FIDE World Cup. Pretty much. Is it fair? I don't know. You make your own decision here. Okay? Yes, artificial elo players. As we have seen in this World Cup, a lot of high elo players that actually lost rating. I don't even know. What is the current? What is the name of this thing? 27 chess something. All right, let's take a look. All right, wherever. So actually Fabi raises his rating and Magnus. Okay, these two guys are absolute top players in the world. Okay, absolute top players in the world. It's no surprise that they're actually gaining points because they're the best. They're simply the best in chess right now, okay? To beat them, you have to be an absolute, you have to be a fucking engine, okay? Naka lost rating points. Dink didn't play, Ferrugia didn't play. Nepo lost points. Giri lost points. Wesley lost points. Anand didn't play. Gukish gained points. So you see, the other guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, they actually lost rating points. Memedyarov lost points. Vasily Graf lost 11 points. Okay? That's the elite 2750 people who usually like top 10 in the world. They 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players from the top 10, they lost points just playing one World Cup event. Imagine if we have 4 big open tournaments where these guys are supposed to play, because you need to prove that you can win, you know, these tournaments, right? That's what they should have done. They should have created these humongous open tournaments, again, with everybody playing, and then like 3 or 4 tournaments like this, and 2 guys, you know, winning these events, they qualify, yeah? Fine. But imagine if we have 4 tournaments like that, imagine how many rating points the top players would lose. I guarantee you, pretty much everybody would lose at least another 15-20 points, and we'll have a complete reshuffle of the top elo list, okay? We'll have younger guys moving way higher, and the older guys who are protecting their rating points, they will move lower, okay? The younger guys, they don't have many chances to actually increase their elo points. They don't get to play these higher rated guys and, you know, and get their points. They don't get that many chances. Because in a tournament like this, first of all, your motivation is to qualify to the candidates, okay? And you don't care about rating. It's actually ridiculous. Anyway, I'm so pissed at FIDE. You know, they've been doing everything to protect their elites. It's becoming less and less fair. Qualification championship is just becoming a laughing stock. I'm so happy I'm done with chess, with professional chess at this level, because you have crap like, you know, Nepo and Magnus playing, trying to win the tournament and screw everybody else out of the qualification. You have rating spots, ridiculous. You know, chess got much worse than it was before. You know, when I first played for the World Chess Championship cycle in the 90s, it was so different. It was so fair, you know. You go from the zonal, you play interzonal, everybody plays in interzonal, and it doesn't matter what is your rating point. The only player who didn't go to the interzonal was the loser of the World Chess Championship match. Everybody else had to play in this interzonal tournament, doesn't matter what your rating is, and you had to qualify for the top, I don't remember, was it was a generous number. It was a generous number because I think it was 8 candidates total, and you played candidates matches, okay? It was very fair qualification system. No rating points, no organizer points, no spots, no rating spots, nothing. It's just your pure chess skill, okay? This is, and now this is just bullshit. Is okay. Yeah. All right, gentlemen. Thank you for staying. I vented a little bit. So tomorrow we're gonna do the recap of the second round, okay? And I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Have a good night, everybody.